Yeah, no, I agree with that because even when some people take the whole month of Ramadan off, which is what I want to discuss with you as well, people take an entire month off of Ramadan, but it's like, oh, I don't have time. I have to go to work, and then I have to come back. I have to, depending on what time of the year it is. And then it's like go to like do iftar, and then they're binging too much on iftar, and then they wonder why they're so tired afterwards, isn't it? They try their best to, yeah, they try their best to avoid all the good food that's been made at home. Like in our thing, it's always the pakoras, the samosas, the raita, the list goes on and it's endless. And then even neighbors are bringing food next door. Then you feel bad afterwards. It's like I cannot eat that because A, it's Ramadan, and B, they went out of their effort to cook this for me. Yeah. And then I just say to them, look, depending on what time it is, I'll do iftar, give it about an hour. So we got 2 hours till Tarawih. You got an hour for the food to digest, work out, have a shower, and then go for Tarawih. That's it.
Yeah.
Or you can train after Tarawih. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. When it comes to Ramadan, for me, what I tend to do is about 6 weeks before the holy month. I will plan exactly what I intend to do for Ramadan, and I'll time management myself. So when Ramadan actually starts, I'm prepared. I know exactly what I'm going to do, what time, how I'm going to do it, even to the extent last Ramadan that I had meals already prepped, ready. And it was a case of, like, and that's a good thing to do, like on a Sunday, is if you can meal prep on a Sunday for the following week.
Yeah.
Meal prep, just put it into the freezer, and it saves so much time. You just come back out the freezer, and start cooking your food. But you need time management. It's very important.
Oh yeah, that's the best way. That was like always doing the meal preps, especially if you're really looking to look after yourself during Ramadan, because again, sometimes people use Ramadan as an excuse to let themselves go. And I've seen people, even myself included, I once remember sometimes I was actually gaining weight through Ramadan rather than losing the weight. But then again, Ramadan's not all about losing weight, is it? It's about losing, bad habits and gaining better bad habits, isn't it? To increase yourself as a better person.
Certainly, as a Muslim, again, I keep referring to this. I'm very new to Islam, but I've been a Muslim now for just over 4 years, and what I can't get my head around is that when it comes to Ramadan, you're quite right. People are talking about food, they're talking about iftar, they're talking, and I think get back to basics. Ramadan is about getting closer to Allah.
Yes.
More Quran reading, more deep salah, more dua, and really connecting with Allah in that way. And that's what I did the last Ramadan. My focus was purely on, I want to be get myself spiritually aligned more. The physical side, because I do a lot of physical exercise, I had no problem with that. I knew when to do that during Ramadan. But for me, it was aligning myself spiritually, getting closer, reading more Quran, understanding the words of the Quran, and getting closer to Allah through, salah and making lots of dua for different people. So, yeah.
Alhamdulillah, yeah, no, that is the best way to do it. I mean, like, even though sometimes you get a lot of people who get a bit funny with you, like, I'm sure you get fed up with this question every time. I'm sure everybody gets, especially in the first few days of Ramadan. They always say, "What? You're not allowed water? You're not allowed water? You're not allowed water?" And it's like you keep wondering, wonder what day someone's going to, on the first day, in the first week, how many times are you going to hear that same question? It's like, if I hear that question one more time, I swear to God, you feel like throwing a bucket of water on them. Like, oh, hey, you have my sip of water instead. Because it gets a bit frustrating because obviously you're a bit cranky, you're a bit cramped up, you're not thinking straight because the body's taking the time to adapt to the new method it's going to have to undergo for 1 month. And it does. It's usually, I think, I can't speak for everybody, but in the first few days, the hunger doesn't get to you, it's the thirst. That's the first thing you should do when you wake up in the morning is drink a big bottle of water, isn't it?
Yeah. Again, for me, I'm a type of person that I always prepare myself for things. And my philosophy, one of my mantras is prior planning, preparation prevents poor performance. So what I can't understand is when Muslims wait for Ramadan to come and then they go on their fast and they stop drinking, obviously, water.
Yeah.
As soon as that day starts, they should be doing that before Ramadan, not 24/7, obviously, but having a couple of days where you're not drinking water and you're not eating, so your body starts to understand and realize something's going on here. So when you come to Ramadan, your body's prepared for not drinking water, not eating during the day, because your body can go into a shock mode. Your body doesn't understand, oh, where's my water? Where's my food? And it takes around about a week for your body to start realizing that, oh, we're not eating today, or we're not drinking water today. But you need to make it as comfortable as you can for yourself as a Muslim when you first start Ramadan, by preparing yourself.
Oh yeah, definitely you do. I mean, it's like people always say, "Oh, I do this all the time." And would you say intermittent fasting's kind of like there is some similarities to Ramadan fasting, but the only thing is you've actually given up food for a while. But the only thing you're starting off with is water, black coffee, or tea, whatever somebody's drinking. There are some similarities because I'm thinking if you could do a bit of intermittent fasting for like a month before Ramadan, Ramadan could feel like a bit of a breeze. The only thing you have to do is just give up the water for so many hours, isn't it?
Yeah, you make a very good point, and that's my point exactly. It's preparing yourself, a few weeks before Ramadan, certainly on the food side of things. Obviously, water is a little bit different because your body needs that water. But again, you can just take 1 or 2 days where you don't drink any water, or you take limited amounts of water. So your body starts getting acclimatized to what's actually coming up for the holy month.
Yeah, it's true because it's like, especially during the extreme conditions, and it's like, depending on where it is, because remember, every year Ramadan moves up 10 days, doesn't it? So I think, inshallah, God willingly, next year it's going to move into, I believe, right at the beginning of March or right at the end of February, round about that time, isn't it? So
Yeah,
it'll be easier for. Yeah, it'll be easier for the next 10 years, won't it? That good thing you're drinking water as well. Thanks for reminding me. It's always got to.
Always good to hydrate.
Hydrate and feel great. That's the way I look at it.
Hydrate, feel great. Yeah.
Hydrate, feel great. Yeah. So, how do you approach training during Ramadan itself? I mean, you don't give up at all, do you? Because I don't think you do from the look of it. And do you? No, it's true though. Look at you. You're ripped to shreds.
That's very kind.
Well, the proof's right there, I should say.
Yeah, proof's in the pudding, as they say. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
No, I don't cut back at all during Ramadan. In actual fact, I probably get more training in because, I do fudge it every day, as I've already explained to you. And I like to time manage myself during the day. But Ramadan, no. I see a lot of, certainly on Instagram during Ramadan or before Ramadan, saying, oh, you've got to do this, or when you're going to do, I don't get it. I just, me being me, and the routines that I set myself and the standards that I set myself, I'll do it early in the morning, or, I'll do it maybe in the afternoon. I will get that workout in. Nothing will stop me doing that. I've got to get that physical fitness in, like I've got to get my prayers in during Ramadan as well. So yeah, there's no what's the word I'm looking for? There's no compromise with me on that particular thing. You either commit to it and do it, or take the month off, watch Netflix, grab yourself some popcorn, eat some samosas, and put on the weight, and then And then after Ramadan, you can go, okay, well, I need to lose like 10 kilos. Well, good luck with that.
Yeah. You're supposed to lose people. It's like people always say, "Do you lose a lot of weight during Ramadan?" And do you do this? I said, "Yeah," but it's and you like this. It's like I really don't have to. You like that a bit anyway, like a rabbit in the headlights. And it's the people always asking you all the questions. Like, how do you cope every day without eating food for so many hours, without drinking water for so many hours? I say it's years of practice. If you can start from a very young age, like you're fasting, and it's like your fitness, isn't it? If you start from a very young age, it's a breeze as you get older, isn't it? Obviously, there are people who, when they get older, they may be exempt from it due to health, isn't it?
Yes, to a large extent. But I've always got this philosophy in my mind that the best form of medicine is preventative medicine. And the best form of preventative medicine is living a healthy lifestyle and not waiting until you end up in hospital, not feeling too good or having an operation for some kind of health issue, and then saying to yourself in that hospital bed, I wish I had done this. Well, you could have done it. It's there for you, And just to touch on that, on the health side, I may look quite good, but I've got a disease called Lyme disease. It's called borreliosis. I got bitten by a tick 3 years ago, and cut a long story short, I ended up in hospital and I was paralyzed from the legs down for 3 weeks. And I was in hospital with a bacteria infection in my spine through this tick. But my mindset when I was actually in that hospital was, you need to get out of here as quickly as possible. The doctor said to me, oh, it's going to take you 3 months to walk properly again. And I was like, I don't think that's going to happen. And he said, oh, why? Yeah. I said, I'll be walking again in 3 weeks. Don't worry. Which I was.
MashaAllah, that's good. You didn't walk out the hospital. You kind of like, did you kind of like jump out and kick your feet together and like, all right, see you a lot later. I'm out of it. Was it a bit like that?
In actual fact, funny story. Every time I can't keep my body still. And when I started to get function back in my legs again, I was at the end of my bed, holding the bed, doing some body squats, trying to get some movement back in me. And I was doing some exercise, and the doctors were coming in, seeing what I was doing. Yeah. And to cut a long story short, they actually came to me and said, we're going to release you from hospital now. Someone more needy needs your bed. And I was like, I get it. You come in, you've seen what I've been doing. You don't think that you think I'm well enough to go home. That's fine. I'll go. I'll check myself out. But they checked me out. Someone else who was less fortunate than me had my bed.
So you beat him to it.
Like, yeah. The bed was warm for them. The bed was warm for them. So, you got my vibes in there.
Yeah, and then I'm sure they the same thing happened as well. They got better and walked out themselves, right?
Absolutely, 100%. Goes without saying.
Yeah, no, it's true though, isn't it? I mean, it's like if you look after yourself, like I mentioned, if you look after yourself from a very young age, then you shouldn't have any problems as you get older. But if you don't, then that's not good. I mean, the thing about it is that even if you do even if you just go for a walk in the morning, or you just go say to your friends, let's go for a walk, talk at the same time, we'll take water, we'll take coffee, tea, and we can just walk and talk at the same. It's good. You're getting a physical workout in, you're having a good conversation, you're getting a mental workout in as well. It's a good change of scenery. And even when you're traveling and you go into a different city or a different country, go get a walk in there. I'm sure a walk in a different environment is going to be extremely beneficial for you, isn't it? It's not going to be the same walls you're looking at, the same street you're walking down. It's completely different. And again, it's about showing everybody what the world has to offer you.
No, you're right. Certainly when you just mentioned about going for walks there, the kind of walking that you're talking about there is very good for mental health, because if you're with someone, you're in a conversation, and if you're in a natural environment as well, you're blessed with a natural environment. And I say to people, you train out in a natural environment as much as you can, because it will help you. If you want to get fitter, you need to increase that heart rate. That is fact. So, there are different levels of walking. There's normal walking, brisk walking, and there's what's called forced march walking, where, you walk. Yeah, it's what you do. You set yourself some timers, and you, for sort of like 3 minutes, you're not jogging and you're not walking briskly. You're in that zone where it's a combination of sort of running and walking, but your heart rate is going up. And that's what you need. When your heart rate starts going up for maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and then slow yourself down back again, so your heart rate comes down, then do it again, and you just keep doing that. It's an interesting concept where you can actually, your body and your blood flow going around the body in a short space of time intensely, and then having a rest, you will get a lot of benefit from that. A lot of benefit.
Well, yeah, that sounds good. I think I might give that a shot myself next time I go for a walk. Yeah, do that. Just send me the tip again. I'll get it sorted.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's like if I can't go for a walk in the morning, I'm not happy for the rest of the day. I need fresh air. It's like the body wakes up. Because if you're stuck inside the house all the time, there's no natural light hitting you, is there? Maybe a little bit from the windows, but it's not the same. When you step outside, not only do you feel that instant natural light, but the body feels more awakened. Forget how many cups of coffee you have in the morning. But the body feels instantly awoken that, all right, I'm here. This is what I'm meant to do. Let's go let's go outside. Let's keep this method rolling. Let's walk and everything. And, let's just have, enjoy it. And it's fun, isn't it? Going for a little bit of a morning walk. I love it. I love it. It's the best thing ever. Morning walks. I sit. Yeah.
If you can, like you mentioned there about going for a walk, if you can make that a habit for yourself every day or every other day, you'll get the benefits from that. Like you said, your body, as soon as you wake up, you need natural light. You need to get fresh air inside of you. And when you start moving the body quite early, certainly when you get up, you start to activate the central nervous system. And when you start to activate the central nervous system, the endorphins inside your body will then start activating around your body, going into your head, and you feel good, you can focus more, and you're more disciplined and more focused on the day ahead. It sets you up quite nicely.
Oh yeah, it does, because it's like the brain's then happy, isn't it? Because it's cleared, the mind is cleared, and you breathe in the cleaner oxygen. Because let's face it, first thing in the morning, the oxygen is much cleaner because there's not many cars out and about polluting the environment with all the heavy exhaust that you see all the time. But yeah, it's the best thing ever. And I used to say that to all the people on the radio all the time, that go for a walk in the morning when you get up. After, let's say for example, those who have got kids, you got to go drop the kids off. Don't go straight back to the house. Go for a quick 20-minute walk and then go back to the house and do what you need to do, because at least you've given yourself a bit of time, a bit of an exercise, and you cleared up. And thankfully, a lot of the parents were calling me in afterwards saying, thanks for the tip of this, thanks for the walk, why I should eat certain berries and everything. I said, yeah, just try it and get the kids to start eating the same thing. Like, instead of having little packs of chocolate, give them a pack of fruit. Yeah. Better for them, innit? And watch, they won't be so tired all the single every time. And it works.
You just spark. I've always got ideas in my head. You just sparked an idea in my head about, when you go for school, the mums and dads who take their children to school, 9 times out of 10, I believe, they take them in their car. As an initiative, someone from the school union or somewhere could set up like a morning school walk where parents would come in their cars, drop their kids off, and then they all get together when their kids go into the school, and they all go as a group, go for a walk or go and do something healthy for, I don't know, half an hour, an hour together, and then go back home. depending on your lifestyle and if you have jobs and things like that. But yeah, quite interesting.
Yeah, it would be interesting, but again, how many of them are going to get over there and do it? That's another question to ask as well, isn't it? It gets like that. So,